for race number 1. 16.50 for Class 5, the Hung To handicap. And the last one's going forward, Mr Aladdin. Good luck wherever you're joining us on the telecast tonight. And we're set for the first racing. Away they go. Red Maverick, Mr Good Vibes, Party Warrior, the trio that weren't the quickest away from the machine. And out wider, blasting forward is Gallant Crown, through towards the inside, You're My Everything, Super Baby right there, superb move, Confringo down on the rail from Red Maverick, who's now better than midfield, one off Mr Aladdin deep into the first turn. Podium from Smashing Express, Mr Good Vibes running ahead, Party Warrior a length and a half away last. Up the side they travel, 1,200 metres left to go for the first tonight here at Happy Valley, the Class 5, 16.50. And outside standard, 28.09, the lead section. It's Alice Wong and Gallant Crown by a length on superb move, who covered ground to sit up on outside the leader. And also covering ground is Mr Aladdin. He had no option but to go forward to go up an eyeball Gallant Crown at the entrance of the back straight. A length and a half away to You're My Everything, fourth from Super Baby. Confringo on the inside of Red Maverick, and then came Podium. Followed next by Smashing Express, 3/4 to running ahead. He's now taking off 3 wide at the 600 metres. Followed by Party Warrior and Mr Good Vibes last, about 7 to 8 off the lead. Gallant Crown peeling off the back, but here they come from the rear. Super Baby going up to join Mr Aladdin. Right there, Red Maverick. So that means poor old running ahead. 5 deep coming up towards the home turn. Then came superb move, Podium, Confringo, You're My Everything yielding ground, Mr Good Vibes and Party Warrior behind Podium. It is still Gallant to Crown as they race inside the 150 metres. The tongue's wagging here on the leader. Here comes superb move, Podium, Confringo blasting through the middle. Podium, Confringo, photo. The heads are out of sync. It's a head bobber. It might be Confringo to win the first. He's blasted through the centre here with Podium, and it's gone right to the wire, and they've knocked off Gallant Crown and superb move. It's a photo finish. Smashing Express the next to them to run through. And then came at the head of the rest, Super Baby. Further back in the field, it would have been Mr Aladdin, followed by Mr Good Vibes. And then back in behind them, Red Maverick with running ahead. He got the heave-ho coming around the turn. You're My Everything and Party Warrior also towards the rear. Gee, it's close here in the first. Might be through the centre. Confringo for Harry Bentley and Cody Moe. Son of Trapeze Artist, number 4. 5 and 11 in the frame for third and fourth. But it's between Podium and Confringo. Confringo in the market at 9s, and Podium's in the market at the favourite 3.5. Maverick, Mr Good Vibes, Party Warrior, the trio that weren't the quickest away from the machine. And out wider, blasting forward is Gallant Crown, through towards the inside, You're My Everything, Super Baby right there, superb move, Confringo down on the rail from Red Maverick, who's now better than midfield, one off Mr Aladdin deep into the first turn. Podium from Smashing Express, Mr Good Vibes running ahead, Party Warrior a length and a half away last. Up the side they travel, 1,200 metres left to go for the first tonight here at Happy Valley, the Class 5, 16.50, and outside standard, 28.09, the lead section. It's Alice Wong and Gallant Crown by a length on superb move, who covered ground to sit up on outside the leader. And also covering ground is Mr Aladdin. He had no option but to go forward to go up an eyeball Gallant Crown at the entrance of the back straight. A length and a half away to You're My Everything, fourth from Super Baby. Confringo on the inside of Red Maverick, and then came Podium. Followed next by Smashing Express, 3/4 to running ahead. He's now taking off 3 wide at the 600 metres. Followed by Party Warrior and Mr Good Vibes last, about 7 to 8 off the lead. Gallant Crown peeling off the back, but here they come from the rear. Super Baby going up to join Mr Aladdin. Right there, Red Maverick. So that means poor old running ahead. 5 deep coming up towards the home turn. Then came superb move, Podium, Confringo, You're My Everything yielding ground, Mr Good Vibes and Party Warrior behind Podium. It is still Gallant to Crown as they race inside the 150 metres. The tongue's wagging here on the leader. Here comes superb move, Podium, Confringo blasting through the middle. Podium, Confringo, photo.
Yeah, absolute thriller for the first. And, well, could be a good omen, couldn't it, for the man on top. Harry Bentley steered the first winner home. He's got Helene Feeling coming up in a few races' time, and he's managed to just nose out Podium, who's travelled round every inch like the possible winner, having covered a bit of extra ground and has had to go down by a short head in the end. 4.8, 5.11 are the numbers. Well done to Calvin Cheng, the winning owner. Cody Moe and Harry Bentley teaming up here. Paul, the first win for Confringo at start number 8. He's the son of trapeze artist.
Yeah, and look, he typical Happy Valley finish and just managed to get his nose down, and there was a little bit of late money from him. He came into 90.50 and 31.50. The favourite Podium there, just beaten on the bob at 15, and a good run from Gallant Crown out in front at 50.50. QUINELLA 4 and 8, 238. The forecast 4 to beat 8, 547. Trio 458, 1,292. The tiers 485, 10,495, and a typical Happy Valley finish there, Jenny.
Yeah, it certainly was. It was a head bobber, wasn't it? And it's gone to Confringo, and that brings up his first win from start number 8. Had been running over further, and I thought he was probably better suited over a little bit further as well. But given a lovely ride there by Harry Bentley, he drew gate 1. He made full use of that. He was on the fence midfield, and he just needed a bit of luck to go his way in the straight, and he had a little bit of zip in the finish as well. So he's done a good job on him.
He certainly has, yeah. Well done to Harry. All smiles there with Cody Moe, winner number 23 there for Cody this campaign. 13 for Harry, so he's got to the 13 winner mark so far this campaign. How many did he ride last year, Harry? Having a quick look, 39. So he'll be hoping, I'm sure, to better that. What else out of the race there? Paul, the third has been Gallant Crown. He'll win one of these soon, won't he, even in his advancing years?
Yeah, definitely. He's well rated, and he had to get across from 12. He did manage to get across easy enough, set up a good pace there, and he finished off really nicely. So, look, it was a good run from him. A good run from Podium, obviously just went down there. Mr Good Vibes was making ground up as well, coming down the outside.
He was making up nice enough ground. $90.50 is what the winner will pay. Harry weighing in. He's got some nice rides still to come. We're going to have a look back at the patrol. Race number 1 here this evening. Off they go. Nice enough level dispatch. 1 or 2 just a tad slow. Mr Good Vibes, one of those. And also going back, Party Warrior towards the rear of the field. Gallant Crown going forward from his outside draw, being followed by Super Baby, held together by Purton in behind. That's You're My Everything in the pink and purple up the fence on settling. Superb move, covering a little bit of extra ground. Confringo, now he saved every inch around the inside there for Bentley, ahead of Red Maverick with the white stripe on the red jacket. Mr Aladdin in the white and red whipping around them, smashing Express green and yellow. That's Podium in the black and yellow on the inside, who's travelled powerfully throughout. He'll make up good ground late. Mr Good Vibes running ahead towards the rear, and last of all is the Party Warrior there, Paul, as they turn on down the back straight.
Class of the night, Class 2, racing, and away they go. And a Capital Delight from the centre of the line wasn't the quickest away, neither was Senor Toba. And going forward, Telecom Fighters, he's going to lead here over. Through on the inside, Flamingo Trillion, Red Hair King in close attendance. He was backed in late to 3.7. Then came Helene Feeling, Senor Toba from Capital Delight. Further back in the field, Mr Ascendency on the back up from running second on Friday at Sha Tin. And Moments in Time back at the end of the field. Out towards the 1,200 metres, the clock has ticked over in 28.45. So outside standard. And Telecom Fighters, when he's left alone in front, he can be dangerous. He's bowling along well. He's in a good rhythm passing the Football Club at the 1,000 metres, and he's out in front by 2.5. Flamingo Trillion second. 3 away third, Red Hair King. And then came Helene Feeling, the January Cup winner over on the outside. Senor Toba next to his former stablemate, Capital Delight, and then came Mr Ascendency, Moments in Time last. 24.04 the second section, standard 23.75. So they've served this race so far up on a nice silver dish here to Telecom Fighters. And he's in front over Flamingo Trillion, creeping closer, Helene Feeling, and then came Senor Toba. Red Hair King, he's under pressure. Capital Delight, further back, Mr Ascendency. And the last one, Moments in Time. They were pretty much on stand at the third section. He's in front, Telecom Fighters. He's got a good kick here. Catch me if you can. Helene Feeling. And then came Flamingo Trillion, Mr Ascendency getting through. Senor Toba, Red Hair King. It is Mr Ascendency on the back up from Friday. He's got the upper hand here. And Mr Ascendency has won over Telecom Fighters. Karis Teton couldn't possibly have done any more on Telecom Fighters tonight. He was just beaten by one better in Mr Ascendency. Close up third, it's a photo, might be Helene Feeling from Senor Toba down on the inside. And then came Flamingo Trillion, and nothing but a sit and sprint affair from Moments in Time. who was back there with Red Hair King. Mr Ascendency gets the upper hand here. That's a double tonight for Ricky Yu. Luke Ferraris, the man of the moment. Capital Delight, of course, has finished a fair way off them there at the line. But number 5 back in the winning group.
Good race again.
I'm watching that.
Race number 8 is coming up next at Happy Valley, and my top selection is number 4, Soleil Fighter. This is a very consistent runner that always seems to fire about the same type of effort every time out. Last time out, he was second, beaten just a nose as the 3.9 favorite. He once again draws pretty well in this spot, breaking from barrier 5, and he attracts the services of Zach Purton. That's a monster jockey switch that I find impossible to ignore, and I think Soleil Fighter is very well meant in this spot. Behind that one, let's go with number 2, Romantic Lao in second, number 3, I Can in third, and number 8, Satanta in fourth. 4, 2, 3, and 8 for me in the upcoming 8th at Happy Valley.
That's for the 9th, so race 9 there. The merge pool. All the W's, hkjc.com for any information you might well wish to find. Will be on that website. I've got an odds on favourite now in Soleil Fighter.
He's short, isn't he? 1.9. I don't think he'd come up that short. 1.9, but look, Zach Purton aboard, drawn nicely in barrier 5, just missed last time, and David Hayes teaming up with Zach here in this race. So, look, he's come up short. He's 1.9 current. We've already had one odds on Pop beaten. Now he was at 1.5. But we've had no other odds on horses this at the moment. So this is the next one, and we'll see if he does start at 1.9. I'm surprised if he does. I think there'd be money coming for other horses, and he'll probably drift a little bit.
He got to win an IJC night, didn't he? Soleil Fighter. Holly Doyle was on board, and since then he's run 2 very nice races in defeat. Here is Lavero making his way into the parade ring. Pretty casual type, isn't he? He's drawn gate 1. Angus Chung rides, and we've seen him trial well recently up at Chung Fa, Jenny, as he makes his way in. He's 20-1 here. He's a bit Jekyll and Hyde, isn't he? As we mentioned before, he'll win, but then he can run a poor one, but he can always bounce back.
Yeah, look, that is true. Just balking here at the moment. Just obviously something startled him. He looks in great order, though. He's got a lovely, strong shoulder, chest on him. He does walk out nice and cleanly. He's about your average height or just above that, but really strong hindquarters on him as well. Very alert, nice horse. So if he can live up to that trial, he is a winner of 3 of his 14, so he's no slouch, that's for sure. And he's presented in good order. He looks well.
It's a good report there for Lavero at 20-1 if you like him here. Angus Chung has ridden him 13 times for 3 wins and 3 seconds. Every other ride has been outside of the top 4, as is his sort of profile, really. But at 20-1, there might be some value in him if you like him. Has trialled well recently, so maybe that's a sign that he can bounce back to winning form. He's being joined by his rivals now in the parade ring, slowly but surely, as they filter in for race at number 8 upcoming. It's a race at Class 3 level, 60 to 80 rated here, and he is the top weight of a mark of 79. Horse 4 is Soleil Fighter, so we get an early look at the favourite here, Jenny. Zach Purton, David Hayes. He's odds on, and he's been racing well.
Yeah, just getting on his toes a little bit, Soleil Fighter. Normally he's nicely behaved, so he should probably settle down a little bit, although late in a couple of them, he can get a bit worked up. So I'll keep an eye on him. But nice and healthy, strong in the shoulder as well. Just the odd swish of the tail. Very, very good shine to his coat and a lot of body strength as well. So, yes, he's presented nicely. He's very short as well in the markets. So I think he'll run well. He looks good.
Here's the 2, Romantic Lao, Cody Moe and Matthew Chadwick, who were the 5-time when he was 6th behind Star Mac when last seen. Jenny did make up a bit of ground late.
He did. Yeah, look, he's on a career high rating at the moment of 72. He's pretty calm, relaxed type of horse. He's a 6-year-old ISG, walking out freely enough still. Attitude is good. He's solid. Think he parades well without being outstanding, so I'll leave him there with a place chance.
It's Romantic Lao for trainer Cody Moe, who's been doing well of late, of course, and horses racing well. Here's I Can. Now, he's sporting the yellow saddlecloth because he's currently leading the DBS and Manulife Million Challenge. Andrea Zany on board here, Jenny, from gate 3.
Look, he's not a standout type, but he has also got some good strength in the chest. He's not overly big. He does look very fit, and he's nice and calm and relaxed. He does walk out cleanly still. Had to do a little bit of work from gate number 10 last time. He's better drawn here, so I think that gives him a really good opportunity to go well here. I couldn't deny him some sort of chance, even though he's a plain horse. He looks well for him.
Here's the 5, Galaxy Witness. Now, he hasn't won for a very long time, Jenny, but I thought his run last time was okay behind Definitive, and wouldn't be shocked if he could roll back the clock a little bit. How does he look?
Well, he always looks pretty good, Nick. He's a nice horse. So he's got some size and scope. Attitude is good. He's just gnawing at the bit a little bit here, but he's a very athletic-looking horse, and he continues to walk out nice and freely. So he could, I could often put him into the top 4 because he's a nice individual. So I might, and he does look fit enough if you like him.
Going to attempt to get the 2 out early. Romantic Lau, the gate being open now for him. Definitive here. Jenny got the win last time. I mean, he battled back to get the victory over Soleil Fighter in no uncertain terms, and they've nominated him for the Derby as well. Just a little bit on his toes.
Yeah, look, he is. He really dug deep, didn't he? He looked like he was going to run second for sure, and just got the bob in at the right time. He's another very athletic horse, but he has got himself a little bit wound up here in the parade. He looks like he's ready to get out there and get on with it. But he looks extremely fit going into this, and he is a last start winner. So I will leave him there with a chance. The boys are doing a good job. He's settled down now, and he's just sort of chilled out a little bit now. The camera's off him as well.
Yeah, it was deceiving when he did win. It almost didn't look likely. Ivy League, Lyle Hewitson, Douglas White. He's got the team going well. This horse likes it around here. He's a 2-time course and distance winner.
Yeah, he is. Run 2 back was good when he was able to run second, and then he couldn't repeat that type of performance. So he's a little bit hit and miss these days. Gate 4, though, nicely enough drawn. He's a very relaxed type of horse. I think he looks in pretty good health and condition. So presented nicely enough. I couldn't rule him out for that reason. So he's a place hope.
We've got the 8 on screen here, Jenny Satanta. He's going to carry 121 pounds here.
Yeah, nice horse. He always parades well, this fellow. Unfortunately, he's drawn gate 10. He's bandaged in front. He's always had a good, relaxed type of attitude. He's got good body strength and just remains looking well nearly every single time I see him. So a little weird, but he's still healthy. So can't rule him out either.
The outside of the field is number 9, C Year. Just had the 1 run. That was at Shartin. Did finish towards the back, and he's drawn wide for his Happy Valley debut.
Yeah, feeling rather warm now, and he's been on his toes right throughout this parade. He's a horse that's got a little bit of height. He doesn't have a great deal of body strength. He's 1,052 pounds. But in saying that, he's fit because he doesn't carry any excess. So, no, I'm happy to watch him.
Sia, number 9, who is at 83 to 1. If you will, for him. So huge price. We move on to the 10 next. This is Quantum Patch. Vincent Ho will very shortly be on board him. Draws a good gate in 2. And I thought his run last time, Jenny, was full of merit, having covered extra ground.
I tend to agree. And from gate 2 with 119 pounds, he's probably a chance off that last run. Now, he doesn't tend to carry much excess condition. He also requires a little loosen up in front. He is a bit of a lean-looking type, and he's quite angular, but he does look fit, and just requires that loosen up. So I've got him more as a place chance.
And he's at 6.6 and 2.1, so there is money for him, the 10 Quantum Patch. And Vincent Ho there aboard from the inside draw, one of the inside draws there in barrier number 2 for Quantum Patch. Just a one-time winner here in Hong Kong, but it was over this course and distance that he did win here was Quantum Patch. Pierre Ong's got this horse going quite nicely with a good third at his last start. Number 11, Glorious Journey, the next one. Matthew Boone's had a fantastic night. Frankie Lord, 25 to 1 about this one.
Yeah, go back 4 runs ago for this horse. He actually ran quite well. He hasn't any decent fronts. Type of horse to look at, though. He's bandaged on his bump, and he does walk some looks healthy. And
Okay, that's that was the 10 quantum
the 11.
patch.
That
The
was
11,
the 11.
sorry. Glorious
Yeah.
Journey. Thank you, Jenny. We've got one more still to see. That is Comet Splendido. And there he is on screen for us. Harry Bentley, Danny Shum teaming up. He's 45 and 8.2. Jenny, last seen, he was fourth in that definitive race and was actually only beaten a length and a quarter at the line.
I thought he was given a good ride. So from gate 12 here, he's going to need another very good ride. He's getting a little bit toey and anxious here. He's a strong and solid-bodied type. Decent hindquarters on him as well. So carries a little bit of weight around the midsection. A bit of money for him last time as well. 38 to 1 down to 11 to 1. So I thought he paraded okay, a little fractious late, but a solid-bodied horse.
Okay, there's Comet Splendido. Then on his way to post, Harry Bentley taking the ride. We're not too far away, 6 minutes or thereabouts. Back with Jenny shortly. We've got an even money favourite here, Paul, Soleil Fighter, at the even money price. Anything else being backed around him?
Nothing at this stage. He's the clear favourite. Quantum Patch the second favourite. Livero's at 20, 10 about Romantic Loud, 27 I Can, 1.9 now about Soleil Fighter, 13 Galaxy Witness, 8.8 Definitive, 14 Ivy League, Satanta 20, Sea Year 79, 6.5 Quantum Patch 26, Glorious Journey, and Comet Splendido 45. So if you do like something outside the favourite, you're getting a decent price here in this race.
You are indeed, yes. Plenty of support for the favourite. Does the favourite make it into your top four, Jenny?
Yeah, look, he certainly does. I was thinking about putting him on top, but I'm going to put one at odds on top. Number 1, Lavera. I thought he looked equally as good. He walked in, walking out nice and freely. He's a strong, well put together type, and he was nice and eager in the parade as well. I thought he looked really good. So I'm going to put him on top of the favourite Soleil Fighter. Both of these horses look very well, so not much between them. The 6 Definitive, he got a little bit edgy late. It was a bit of a concern. He flew out of the gates here, out of the parade here. So there he is on screen. Hopefully he can settle down behind the gates. But he does look extremely fit, and he's a nice athletic type. So he goes in. I thought number 5, Galaxy Witness, probably had to go in as well. There wasn't much wrong with him. He's a nice athletic type, and he can throw in a good run here and there, but it's his gate speed that's an issue. So you're normally on the back foot for starters. Yeah, there's a few others. The 11 actually looked okay if you liked him. He's a bit of value as well. But 1, 4, 6 and 5.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. 1, 4, 6, 5. The numbers Lavero going on top ahead of the favourite Soleil Fighter. Definitive in, and so too the 5 Galaxy Witness at a decent enough sort of price. But Lavero goes on top from the parade here. Tom, who do you like in this race? Obviously, favourites relatively short. There could be some value, no?
There certainly could be, Nick. I do like the favourite here, but I didn't envisage him, to be honest, coming up even money here. He was 3.9 last start. When he looked to have Definitive covered last time out, and he just missed. He meets him £3 better off here. He's holding his form well. He probably raced a little keen in the mid stages, bumped with the winner over the concluding stages, but he really did try hard. But even money, it's short. I like 10 as well. That is Quantum Patch. There was a fair bit to like about his run last start. He was at the back. He was wide down the side, wide on the turn, loomed up, beaten by Speed Dragon. Now, Sun Strider came out of that race and won on Friday at Sharton for David Hall. So I think he's certainly a must, and this is Quantum Patch. 6 in for third Definitive. Goes up £5 for that win just on 3 weeks ago. Now, the first 2 sections were quick, 27.39, 23.61, a breather in the third section, which was 0.62 slower than standard, and was able to fight back and win. It won with the blinkers in NZ prior to arriving here as well, the son of War Decree. And Romantic Lau was back and made some good enough ground last start. Maybe he's not the worst in this at 10 to 1. 14, 6 and 2, Paul.
Look, I win with the 10 Quantum Patch. It was a nice finish of him last start. He's drawn nicely in barrier 2, and he comes in with the lightweight. So I've got him on top to beat I Can. From barrier 3, I just think he's going to posse in behind the pace here. He's won 2 of his last 5. He was poor last start, but he did draw 10. So from barrier 3, we'll give him another chance at a massive price. Lavero from the front, he's drawn nicely on barrier number 1. And I put Definitive in just in front of the favourite. Look, Definitive did beat Soleil Fighter fair and square last time. Soleil Fighter sort of ranged up to win it. But Definitive, I just like the way he fought back. So at 9.1, I put him in just in front of the favourite who's even money. 10-3-1-6.
I've gone the 5 here. My old pal Galaxy Witness at a bit of a price for a bit of value. His run last time certainly wasn't that bad. Look, he hasn't won for a very long time. I think he's gone sort of into his third season now, maybe his fourth season without a win, this 6-year-old. But look, he's a horse who's dropped to a mark of 69. He's run well off higher marks in the past. I mean, last May, for example, he ran off 80 when finishing third behind Yellowfin. I know he was beaten 4, but he's dropped a fair way now, and the rating's £11 off that effort. So, look, I thought there was a bit of value in him here in a race where if you wanted to take the short price back the favourite, then be my guess. But there could be value, and I think he could be it. Soleil Fighter in for second. Look, he's got obvious claims for sure. Zach Purton on from gate 5. Horse 6, Definitive. Clearly, they think a bit of him. They've nominated him for the Derby. Obviously, that is a little bit long range at this stage, but he battled hard to beat Soleil Fighter last time. If he's got the same sort of fight in him this time around, he's going to give them all something to think about. And I've put 7 in for 4th. That's Ivy League. It might, on his best, not be the worst of chances in a race like this. So probably needs to bring his best, in fairness to him, but he does look well, stable in form. So there's a bit to like there. 5, 4, 6, 7 in what I think, Jenny, is quite an intriguing race.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I've gone with the top weight here, number 1, Leviro. I thought he looked really well. Walked out beautifully. He's got a few pounds off his back here for Angus Chung, and he's nicely drawn in gate number 1, and should be able to take good advantage of that because he normally jumps quite well. There he is on screen in those blue and yellow colours, nice and relaxed behind the gates, which is good to see. I thought number 4 paraded well. Soleil Fighter got on his toes a little bit. You can see he's sweating up a little bit behind the gates there, but he looks in good order. He's been racing very consistently as well. Zach Burton to aid him. I'm sure he'll run well. The 6 goes in, Definitive. Now, he has been a bit toey on each occasion that I've seen him. Slightly better tonight, just revved up a little bit late, but nice athletic horse and a last start winner, so he's in good form. And I thought number 5, Galaxy Witness, well, he is a bit of a regular, looking good, so no real changes there. This is going to be third up this campaign, and a bit awkwardly drawn in gate number 8, so he'll need a good steer from Hugh Bowman here, but Hugh's ridden a winner here this evening, and the horse looks well. So 1, 4, 6 and 5.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. We're not too far away off of a start time here for the penultimate, Paul. Give us the play and any market updates.
Yeah, look, we're going to go a little bit rougher here in the play with 3, 5 and 10. So I can at a big price with your long shot Galaxy Witness and also Quantum Patch, the second favourite. But Soleil Fighter, he's really short. He's even money. He's still the clear favourite. Quantum Patch has come in a bit to 5.5. 9.5 about Definitive, and they're the 3 single-figured runners. It goes out to 11. About even money about the favourite. Now, there is some QUINELLAs going through Quantum Patch, second favourite, and also through Exotics there as well. So plenty going through that.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Let's look at the market and the play. Money coming for Quantum Patch now, which is certainly of interest. I suppose the draw's really going to suit him, isn't it? Drawn in gate 2.
Yeah, exactly. And there was a good run last time, I thought. So yeah, I quite liked him in this race. 5 point. I thought he was overs at 6s, so he is starting to come in at 5.2 now. But Soleil Fighter, look, he's been so consistent, this horse, with a win and 2 placings in his last 3 starts. So, and last start he just missed with Definitive and does meet him better at the weights.
He does indeed. Well, runners are being loaded away here. Good race this upcoming race number 8. Let's get up to our caller, Tom Wood, to tell us more.
Thank you, Winnick. Soleil Fighter, even money. Quantum Patch coming in for support. 2 left to load, including the favourite. Quantum Patch has just gone in. I can at 27 to 1. Leviro getting upset in barrier 1. Teamed it up with him. And we're just about set to go. This is race 8, the penultimate. They're away. And Romantic Lau with Galaxy Witness were on the back foot at the start. Leviro going forward, planted up onto the pace. The favourite, Soleil Fighter. Definitive right there, but he can't lead at this point, but he is looking to tuck in, but at the winning post, he is stranded 3 wide. ICANN kicked up one off and Quantum Patch down on the inside. Ivy League came next on the turn out of the straight at the 1300, followed by Romantic Lau, Galaxy Witness, and then came Glorious Journey 3 out. Next is Satanta, 2 lengths away, followed by, towards the back, Comet Splendido, and Sier is last of all. 28.44, the lead section, so nearly half a second outside. And the favourite is assumed control here for Zach Purton. Soleil Fighter by 3 parts on Definitive. Definitive beat him last time out by the barest of margins, and they're 1-2 again. 2.5 away to Leviro, followed by ICANN, Quantum Patch a length away midfield on the rail. Then came Ivy League, followed by Glorious Journey, who's done it tough, 3 wide, punching at the breeze. Back on the rail, Romantic Lau from Galaxy Witness, a length and a half, Comet Splendido, Satanda, and Sier. He can see them all at the back. 500 metres left to go. The leader is Soleil Fighter. He's got Definitive off the bit. Leviro, Ivy League, ICANN, all chasing the favourite who's been cuddled by Purton at the 300. Now he calls upon him. Then came Quantum Patch, Galaxy Witness out wider, and behind him Comet Splendido. It is Soleil Fighter. They're queuing up to chase him. Soleil Fighter with 100 to go. Ivy League, ICANN, Leviro, Definitive. They're all chasing Soleil Fighter, who's home and hosed from Definitive. He turned the table today, and it's Soleil Fighter. It's a double for Zach Purton, and he's beaten home Definitive. Not sure third. Ivy League, ICANN, Leviro close up on the inside. Quantum Patch, Galaxy Witness. Romantic Lau was further back in the field, followed by Comet Splendido, Glorious Journey, Satanta, and Sier was always at the back. Soleil Fighter, we've justified the short odds here. We got out to 2.1 in the end, so better than even money for the David Hayes, Zach Purton combination. Of course, he was known as Connemara Coast when trained by Richard Hughes, a winner at Wolverhampton and Sandown, who will be maybe familiar to our Sky Sports racing viewers. And number 4, Soleil Fighter, 140.02. Pretty much bang on standard here after the running of the 8th. We're standing by for officials for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And they'll come through shortly, but no doubt about the winner. This is race 8, the penultimate. They're away. And Romantic Lau with Galaxy Witness were on the back foot at the start. Leviro going forward, planted up onto the pace. The favourite, Soleil Fighter. Definitive right there, but he can't lead at this point. But he is looking to tuck in. But at the winning post, he is stranded 3 wide. ICANN kicked up one off and Quantum Patch down on the inside. Ivy League came next on the turn out of the straight at the 1300. Followed by Romantic Lau, Galaxy Witness, and then came Glorious Journey 3 out. Next is Satanta, 2 lengths away, followed by, towards the back, Comet Splendido, and Sier is last of all. 28.44, the lead section, so nearly half a second outside, and the favourite is assumed control here for Zach Purton. Soleil Fighter by 3 parts on Definitive. Definitive beat him last time out by the barest of margins, and they're 1-2 again. 2.5 away to Leviro, followed by ICANN, Quantum Patch a length away midfield on the rail. Then came Ivy League, followed by Glorious Journey, who's done it tough, 3 wide, punching at the breeze. Back on the rail, Romantic Lau from Galaxy Witness, a length and a half, Comet Splendido, Satanda, and Sier. He can see them all at the back. 500 metres left to go. The leader is Soleil Fighter. He's got Definitive off the bit. Leviro, Ivy League, ICANN, all chasing the favourite who's been cuddled by Purton at the 300. Now he calls upon him. Then came Quantum Patch, Galaxy Witness out wider, and behind him Comet Splendido. It is Soleil Fighter. They're queuing up to chase him. Soleil Fighter with 100 to go. Ivy League, ICANN, Leviro, Definitive. They're all chasing Soleil Fighter, who's home and hosed from Definitive.
Yeah, good win. Good win, Soleil Fighter. And Zach Purton there acknowledging the reception there of the crowd around the winner's enclosure. Definitive has got second. Good effort there from him, and close enough go for third, which went the way of Ivy League, who's run quite a nice race there for third. And ICANN, a few more points for him there in the challenge, finishing in 4th place. But Soleil Fighter